Welcome to the Tech Playbook, where we dive inside the stack. This is where we explore how products are built, how teams work, and the systems and decisions that power modern technology. Today, we're breaking down the anatomy of a deal, the universal journey that turns a total stranger into a long-term business partner. So, what does a sales process actually look like? It's not magic or luck. It's a structured, repeatable process that anyone can understand. Okay, let's dive into this. We'll walk through the 5 core acts of this journey, from the initial search for the right people all the way to building a lasting partnership. This is our roadmap, a clear path from identifying the potential customer to ensuring their success. Each step really builds on the last one. Let's start at the beginning. Every deal starts with finding the right people to talk to, a process we call prospecting or lead generation. I mean, you can't have a great conversation if there's no one on the other end of the line, right? So where do these leads even come from? Well, you might be surprised. According to one survey, a massive 34% of all B2B leads are generated by SEO alone. That just proves the incredible power of being discoverable when someone is out there actively looking for what you do. But it's really not just about one channel. It's a whole mix of strategies, from creating genuinely helpful content to building real relationships on social media and actually engaging in online communities. The goal here isn't just to talk at people, it's to become a trusted resource they seek out. Okay, so once you have a lead, you enter what is probably the most critical phase of the whole thing, discovery. This isn't about pitching your product, it's about being a doctor and diagnosing their challenges. And this quote just says it all. Getting this stage right sets the foundation for everything else. Seriously, if you get it wrong, the deal is pretty much guaranteed to fail. It's that important. And this perfectly illustrates the shift in modern sales. It's not an interrogation where you're just firing off a list of questions. It's a collaboration. It's a two-way conversation where you're trying to really, truly uncover the root cause of their problem. All right, let's move to the presentation. Now that you've done your homework and you deeply understand their problems, you can present a solution that's actually tailored to them. And the key here is to focus on benefits, not just features. Look, customers don't buy what a product is, they buy what it will do for them. So yeah, the feature is an AI dashboard, but the benefit, that's the 15 hours a week their team gets back. That's what they're actually buying. A really powerful presentation follows a pretty simple structure. First, you state the problem you heard them describe. This shows you listened. Then, you show how your product solves that specific problem. After that, you back it up with data. Case studies, ROI, whatever you've got. And finally, you summarize and connect everything back to their main goals. So even with a great presentation, you're gonna face objections. This isn't failure. It's just a totally natural part of making a big decision. They're just doing their due diligence. And you have to remember this. An objection is not a no. It's just a request for more information. Honestly, great salespeople see objections as an opportunity to build more trust and clarify the value of what they're offering. And the process for handling these moments is pretty straightforward. First, you welcome it. Say, thanks for bringing that up. Then, you show some empathy. I get why you'd be concerned about that. Next, you ask more questions to dive deep and find the real issue. And finally, you reinforce your point with evidence, like a case study, to put their mind at ease. Now, closing the deal isn't the finish line. In today's world, that's the starting pistol. The real work starts now, turning that deal into a real long-term partnership. And that all happens during onboarding. A structured onboarding journey is absolutely crucial. It ensures your new customers achieve their goals quickly. You kick things off, you train them on the core stuff, and you guide them to what we call the first value milestone, that first win. That's what makes them stick around and turn into huge fans of your brand. So when you put it all together, you have to ask yourself, is this really a process for selling something, or is it actually a process for helping someone buy? Ultimately, a great sales process reframes the entire interaction. It's a structured way to help a customer solve a problem and achieve a goal. Thanks for tuning into this episode brought to you by the Tech Playbook Inside the Stack. Like, comment, and subscribe for clear, practical tech education. This is the Tech Playbook, and you're inside the stack.